Hello, guys. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Guys, real quick before we get started, thank you for stopping by. If you don't know who I am, my name is Frank Gallows, and I stream every day, guys, or as often as possible, usually on the weekdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's when you can catch me, folks. We do about at least 5 hours, so 8 to about 1 p.m., 1 a.m. That's what I meant. Um, and we just have a chill time here, guys. We play a variety of games, all that good stuff, guys. If you want to be part of a chill stream, relaxing stream, um, low stake stream, something to throw on in the background. You're more than welcome to give me a follow, guys. We are always trying to grow. But guess what, guys? Today we are trying to learn how to play City of Heroes, trying to learn mouse and keyboard, trying to learn the game in general, having a lot of fun with the game. Basically, we're just kind of killing time until we get some regulars coming in. And hopefully you guys become regulars too. That is my wish. Anyway, guys, I've been having fun with it. It's a very fun game. Little bit of history. I am mostly like a console kiddie, so I never really use mouse and keyboard, not too much at all. So this is the first game where we're like really actually making a bit like an actual big attempt to like learn the controls. And we chose this because one, I love the Western superhero. I love Marvel, DC, Image, Malibu, Image, anything you could think of. I more than inclined to read it. I love it. Um, Secondly, I love MMOs and games where I get to make my own character. I lean more towards being able to, play a game where we could get character create. Do you like DC Universe more? Welcome, Prime. Welcome. We're just waiting for some more people to come in. I do like. I will say this, right? The combat is more fast-paced on DC Universe. I like this game's character edit a little bit more, mostly just because you can edit more of the character. But DC, once you get a lot of fashion pieces and everything, you need to invest quite a bit into DC. Um, Once you get that going, the character edit is pretty good, right? But you need to get all the pieces first of all, right? And that can be quite expensive, especially if you want a lot of the new shiny stuff, which is strong part for it because it gets a lot of money in their pocket, but it hurts us and it hurts the community as a whole. Yeah, well, it's the newest one, right? So I would say the combat's more friendly, right? Because it's more action oriented. This one is a lot slower paced for sure. Definitely a lot slower paced. Um, as far as the DC fashion, like I said, you need to open a lot of loot crates, a lot of lock boxes. You need to get lucky, and it's not the kind of game where, and this is like things that bother me about DC, is that like it's not the kind of game where you see a cosmetic and you could just buy it, right? Because at least then, if you see it in the shop, you buy the cosmetic, then it's yours, right? Like DC will do underhanded things like say for example, like the cyborg arm, right? What like say you saw a cyborg arm in DC, and you're like, oh, this is really cool. Where does it come from? You like look it up, you find out it's in a lockbox, right? Fair enough, right? So then you go and get the lockbox, but then you find out that is part of a collection in a lockbox. So you have to open many lockboxes and collect, like something that'll say like cybernetic arm clue 1, 2, 3, or 4, and those have a chances at being in the lockbox flat out. Right, so you can easily spend $100 trying to get like a single cosmetic. Some people have spent a few $100 trying to get like comic book shaders for their chests and their costumes. Quite an expensive endeavor to look pretty decent in that game. Unless you have the most simplest of simple outfits you can make right in the beginning, like just a pair of tights, uh, you're gonna have to be in it for the long haul, right? And that's something that really bothers me about DC. The second thing is the artifact thing, right? Because they don't work on the powers anymore at all. So that's another thing you're gonna have to take or leave. If you really like nature, nature by itself is not good. You're gonna need to like invest in artifacts to boost your power, or else you're just not gonna be good in the end game content, right? That's like two of the major things that really get to me, and I think it's the same at Neverwinter. I can't be sure about that. I have the feeling it is. You need lockbox. You need like stuff like the. Basically, you gotta pay to win, right? You either gotta pay to win or slowly grind up And if you slowly grind up, as you can see, guys, right, it's faster for us because we know what we're doing. But the regular person, they're not going to know all this stuff that we know, right off the gate, right? So they might just be wasting time. That is something that bothers me. Other than that, though, I like the combat for DC, of course. Some of the powers I really like. When you get a lot of pieces, it looks good. With that said, though, guys, let's have a fun night. You know, I still do play DC, obviously, guys, right? So I come back from it. I come back to it from time to time. So the combat is still very fun in that game. And once you get up and running, it's still pretty good. I'm sure it's better, you know, with your league mates and all that stuff. But with that said, guys, we're playing City Heroes tonight. We're gonna have a fun time. As promised, guys, I got this guy back up to level 5. We have some stuff in place now. It should be a little bit easier for us. We learned a little bit of things, not too many. But what we learned, we did use for our character, and hopefully that'll give us a smoother run. And I thought I'd just like show you just a few of the outfits. We're not gonna use anybody, but we have Tryhard here. We have Mr. Bitter here, guys. Think like think Power Armor, Mr. Freeze, Spider-Man, Superior Spider-Man, technically, right? Think like old Power Armored Cryosuit Spider themed. Makes sense, guys, right? Then we just have for fun, we have Frank Gallows. I was just making the costume. But that's just for fun. And then we have someone called Power Armor. We're just like, you know, I'm just hanging out, guys. So this is what. So think for this is Power Armor, or more in line with like if you guys watch anime, maybe Guyver, Blue Beetle, it's Exo Mono War. So it's more like sentient power armor that evolves. It's more like if you've seen Guyver, like the suit is inside of him, right, and it kind of bursts out a lot of the time. The first two movies were somewhat faithful to the anime. The second one a little bit more. So if you've seen the live-action Guyver movie, the second one, kind of like that. And so the thing about this armor is it's a horrific roach-themed armor with like bugs always falling out. It has toxic powers like toxic beams and stuff because hideous cockroach, right? So I'm just like learning things, right? But we will focus on this guy, right? This is gonna be the character we're gonna use to learn to play. We're roughly in somewhat the same spot, guys. Yeah, very old school anime. And if you've seen the old Guyver OVAs, the quality, top notch, right? The art quality is really good. I love that anime. I love that one specifically. Yeah, I saw it when I was a little kid. I saw it when I was a little kid, and it was ultra violent. Right? It was cool though. But think about that, right? So think about the armor, but it's more like a sentient, like chitinous bug, like a kind of like I said, kind of like a cockroach armor. And I just got the idea from these horrific cockroaches as an aura. Right? So think about that, and it's like really disgusting armor. You're like blessed and cursed to have it at the same time, I guess you would say. And you got some mechanical wings, so you know, I'm learning how. I'm basically like trying to learn how to create characters in this game. So. I'll probably show off like some nerd shit later on once I get, you know, fully acquainted with it. Like I said, guys, we'll focus on Tryhard. Let's go ahead and go to next. Basically what I did, guys, was I got out the tutorial and then I fought in the park to get my level up a little bit. So we haven't really got to do many missions, but now that we have some knowledge, like I said, someone told me about enhancements, right? So we can look at that real quick. And these go in your power slots, right? I didn't know that at all. So we basically just buffed up our soldier. And we have something for our weapon. And we're going to focus on like really leveling up our soldier and the tree, right? Our pets. Man, I do miss that anime. It was good. They bring it back every so often, but you know, it's not the same with like some anime does really look good today, right? Like digital. But I do miss that old school kind of hand-drawn quality sometimes. You know, there's a certain, you can just tell when you're looking at it a lot of the time if it's hand-drawn, right? And painted. Sometimes, you know, it feels different. It hits different. Major moonshot. Okay, guys, with that said, we can set up some missions. We have Rick Davies here, and we have Twin Shot. We just got Twin Shot again because I basically just hit level 5, and you know, then I called it a night. So we could do the Twin Shot one. Yeah. Thankfully, the old school Guyver, the 90s or 80s one, I can't remember when I seen it because I seen it, you know, when I was young. want to say like early 90s, late 80s. I think that one in particular is short because it's an OVA. It's like maybe a season long, and then there's like a movie. You could probably find it on YouTube. As a matter of fact, I think I do have it on YouTube somewhere. In one of my damn playlists. Um, so guys, we can either do let's do McDavies here. Let's get this mission out the way. Uh-oh, is he in the? He's in the. I want to call this the White House, but this is City Hall. And before we start, I guess we could take a look around at some of the cool people. This game still has very much a thriving community, guys. A thriving community. Look at this dude. This dude is God Ultraman, which is an old school Toho, but monster. Beiju kind of hero, old school. Gotcha, bait. Berry juice. Let me just take a quick look around. We're very much a thriving community. A little bit of imagination goes a very long way in this game. So, well, okay, and with that said, guys, let's go back into the game. Uh, let's get our missions. Let's get started, guys. Let's just, more importantly than anything, have some fun tonight. That's what I want to do, guys. Let's really try to learn. I'm trying my best to like learn mouse and keyboard too. This is very much an easier game to learn on it. You know, to learn MK on. I was really trying Champions Online, guys, but since it's a newer game, it's more fast-paced, which means I have to learn faster. Which, guys, I'm sure you noticed. That was slow learner. Right, but there's nothing wrong with that. I just need a lot of time. When it comes to things like that, I kind of got to do that off stream. I can't learn quick like Maximilian does, right? He learns very quickly on stream, which is part of a streaming style. Let's retrieve this. And there you go, guys. We have a mission here. I'm sorry, I forgot to narrate it. I'll do my best to narrate the missions. So we have to get a piece from Sarah Peters. Since this isn't a voiceover game, right? We'll do our best. You know, I'm not gonna voice act it, guys, right? I'm just gonna read it out for you. We should probably call our soldier up. And let's get started. So, where she's at? She's kind of far away. We had our sprint on. Wait, which one is the quick sprint? Athletic run. So now we run a little bit faster, guys. And hopefully I can do a little bit better at this game. So I have like a mini rotation for that first. I gotta be in range for this. With a little grenade first, right? So we're starting to get rotations down. I'm gonna have to do my best to remember that. Like a commando soldier attack. Sticky web. So we are learning, guys. We're starting to learn a little bit. Thankfully, like I said, the game is a lot slower paced, so it gives me a little bit of breathing room, right? I have died a couple times, I'll admit, like I just ran into a bunch of enemies and I kind of was like panicking, hitting all these kind of buttons. But we're getting there, guys, right? And I think I should set my soldiers. See if I can do this here. 'Cause I know there's a way to have them like strictly defend me. And as you can see, we already lost. We lost a lot, guys. Right? Um, I think they are already doing that, but we'll just have them. We'll have them follow me. Oops. I already had it out there. There we go. So we'll have him strictly follow us if we get into some trouble. Hopefully he'll do his thing here. As long as I remember, so as long as I try to remember my rotation as much as possible, we should be pretty smooth with the sail. Oh, I ran right by him. Also should remember my movement mode. I think it drains. My mana is called stamina in this game, basically. I'm pretty sure this is just stamina. So I have to keep that topped off. Wait, what? Oh, defeat all clockwork in office. Got it. We're way off, guys. That's okay. I could even take off athletic run, I'm pretty sure. Who's this? Someone's running towards us, guys. He didn't make it. I'm sorry to tell you guys that in the obituary. So as long as my movement mode is toggled on, like my stamina regen is gonna be pretty low. So I have to remember that too to turn on. Even if I'm in combat, it doesn't like turn off. It's always on. So I'm gonna try my best to remember that as well. My guy does look pretty weird while he's running though, right? But that's because of his his hulking body type. And while we're here, we can stop along the way to fight people. So I think I don't even get experience from them anymore. You see how they're kind of grayed out? So I don't get anything from them. I can't farm lobies forever, basically. Which means I'm gonna have to push forward with the missions. The faint whirring and clinking of gears sets your teeth on edge. And I guess we'll zoom all the way in here because this is gonna be one of those moves. There we go, guys. You have received your first piece of invention salvage. This can be used more salvage and recipes to create enhancements. Costing pieces or temporary powers. To learn more about the invention system, see any trainer. Finish here, guys. Quick and easy. Right, we've done all this yesterday. We should have a much easier time going through this content right now because we know, like I said, we know a little bit more. Sliding in those things really did help a lot. And we do have, thankfully, have access to some movement modes. I think we should have the backpack jump as well. We're gonna take off this. We're gonna put jump pad. Right, and now we have jump pad, guys, which is really good because now I can just do this. And this is on for a little while, and then it has a cooldown. I think I showed it off yesterday, but now I have a much easier time traveling for a little while. And there's still more movement modes to get. I just got to make sure that I get them when they show up. I'm not quite sure which one is going to be good for this dude. Let's remember to turn them off, though, once we get into range. Not bad at all. Let's take a look at these dudes. So they're white, so I still could get some like experience off of them. The names, right? I think when they're completely grayed out, that means that you don't get anything because they're too low level. So let's just get some experience from them. Too bad. Too bad. I'll take it. Let's go ahead and go inside. Because we are trying to get back to basically the same storyline we're at. So we'll do this part, then we'll have to do Firecracker, what's her name? Something like that. Mechanical sounds of clockwork echo off the barren walls. Defeat all the robots in the warehouse. We have our soldier here. And he's a good soldier, guys. I just keep doing these sticky bombs to kind of try to keep on going down. As you can see, we are missing some of these attacks as well. See if I can lock him down before he gets over here. And we're done. Alright, it's gonna be pretty quick here, thankfully. As usual, guys, thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me. We're always trying to grow. If you're sitting here lurking, for you guys to give me a follow. Uh-oh. Into some trouble here. A lot of them came in here. Okay. We basically just got lucky. Let's get to check our missions here. Check our contacts. Sure, remember he has some quest lines for us too. These are like the starting like kind of quest lines, right? But I'll take them. I'll take them. We need the experience. We need the combat experience. We need the learning experience. We need it all, guys. More than happy to do it. Alright, so let's remember that now, right? Ready to fight the good fight? There's work to be done. Let's go out available missions. Oh, so we get a selection of missions here. The Clockwork are using the cover of night to scavenge parts for more mechanical monstrosities. With every support beam and streamline they take, they put our citizens in grave peril. We need to call the numbers of the Clockwork Menace. If we let them keep scavenging, I'm sure we'll soon be faced with a deadly accident. Or, I've had agents in the field all day tracking down Clockwork robots, and we're beginning to figure out where they're coming from. Our data shows 2 possible locations for their base. Will you check one warehouse for any Clockwork activity? Why don't we do the culling? Alright, let's do the culling, guys, and let's get out of here. We just gotta defeat 5 Clockwork Menaces. Oh, I wonder if they're gonna give us that second mission anyway. Let's see, let's take a look at this dude. Arcane. Oh, wait, check our mission. I wonder if they're gonna show us where these Clockwork are. This is one part sometimes I have trouble with, right? It'll tell me there's a mission. And then I select it, right? But I don't see them anywhere. And that's where David's over there. Now I'm not sure if this mission is complete. I don't think it is. There's really no like, you know, I was just here, but like I said, I'm new. I don't know where you're located. Personally. Maybe some clues. Well, let's see if we could just find them, guys. It'll be a rough one. I do think they're over here somewhere, though. Uh-oh. Oh, it's all looking the same, guys. And these, this is not it. Stop. This is a different mission here. Well, maybe this was the warehouse. There's a lot of these guys over here. A lot of them. Pretty sure that's where they were in, actually, right? Because it was really close to our base, so let's we're getting headhunted. Let's come down over here. Okay. Well, we're having issues already. Right, this is why we're playing that alone. Let's see. Clockwork are using cover night scout. Wait, didn't we? You call them? I missed. Ah, wait. We might have done it already. So, see what he has to say. I doubt it, though, but it's worth a shot. Oh, we can only bypass them. Oh, this is to instantly bypass it. By selecting this option, you automatically complete your mission as if you succeeded in all the mission objectives. This should be used to bypass missions you cannot finish due to bugs or difficulty. Do that. What we could do though is we can't abandon it either. Let's take a little look around. Okay, my security isn't high enough. I need to be high enough level. I think I walked through the little wire. This guy has to be level 20. We're definitely not ready for these missions. That is one thing I forgot to do, guys. You know how they said we could have day jobs? I did not. I did not park my character there to get some easy levels, unfortunately. So maybe we'll just look around. Or maybe they're just like walking around outside. But there's already some thugs out there, so who knows if there's like a little menace. It's all street thugs and goons. Peaceful protest. What the hell? Okay. Oh guys, we're in a rough spot right here. This is hurting the gambler right now. Sometimes my guy is running at a weird angle. You see that? I'm always running off to the side. Let's see. I see, that was my fault. Yep. It was how I censored the camera. Well, this is definitely an issue, guys. One thing I notice is every time I collapse this chat tab, it kind of opens back up when I enter somewhere new. That's what it looks like. I wonder if I can even actually do it. Oh wait, Skyway City, sewers. The Hollows. I think this leaves. Let's go to new areas, right? So Prometheus Park. while we're here, since we're here, let's see if we can find our, let's see if we can find Twin Shot. We might as well talk to her. Let's go about available missions. Right, we'll grab her as well. Maybe a toggle through maybe that mission will correct itself or something. Let's go available missions. Hey there, kid. Name's Twin Shot, but you can just call me Twin Shot. Your name has been floating around out there for a bit, and I'm hearing good things. I figured that maybe you might want to hang out at the Cool Kids table. So I'm gonna go ahead over there to where me and my buddies are hanging out and let them know that you're coming on over. Sound good? Cool, cool. So here's the addy we can find this and the door code to get in. Stop by whenever. Don't introduce you to all the rest. We did this. There's like the last thing we did. First playthrough. And then I think this is just tells you about them, right? Twin Shot has a heart of gold and bullets of iron. Don't give her any sass and you'll be perfectly fine. Right now we should have 2 missions here. So we can select this one here. And we can select this one here. Select this one here. Which it seems like I just can't do it. Right, because it gets grayed out, right? Okay. So I'm gonna assume that's the case for now. And now we have that new mission, but let's just check on something. Oh wait, look, it opened back up, guys. That must be a bug. But since we're here, let's talk to Lady Liberty as well, very quickly. Let's make sure that I'm not missing anything. Train to a new level of power. Basically, we can't do it yet. Good. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt to check. Okay, so now we're back on track, guys. Finally. Right. Zoom in. Wait a minute. Right now. Okay, now we're all done here. Oh, let's see if we can call them. Sometimes, guys, from what I've been told, you can like call them. It looks like him will have to go back to him, which I'm okay with. I'm also sure you notice when I have that menu open. Even when I don't have it open, sometimes your walking cycles are pretty janky. I should also remember to toggle off this. That's probably something I'm going to be forgetting a lot. Take a look at this dude. Iron use. We'll stop and take a look at some of the heroes from time to time, just so we can see how they look. Tierra. Volcarina. There's a goddamn wolfman runner. Ask about available missions. Something I did here, right, guys, because I do like try to look this game up so I could like learn some stuff. Trying to be as much spoiler free as I can. They're adding some new classes to the game too, from what I understand. Interesting stuff. Ask about available missions. I've had agents in the field all day tracking down clockwork robots, and we're beginning to figure out where they're coming from. Okay, so we just choose our order. Our data shows 2 possible locations for their base. You check one warehouse for any clockwork activity. I have another hero investigating the other. Let's go with the warehouse. If you find the clockwork base, please look for any clues to the plan. Okay. You know, guys, I actually do have another idea for like a Hulk-styled superhero. Not one for one, kind of, but do you guys remember the game from Jim? I'm sure you guys do, right? The old Sega / SNES game. I think they made a PlayStation 3D game, but it bombed horribly. The guy also of center. Yeah, okay. So, let's... So guys, if you remember in that game, there was a level with that, like, there's like a cute little dog, and you had to protect his puppies. And if like some of the puppies went splat enough times, he will like basically freak out and attack you, even though you weren't the one like killing them. You were trying to help him. His name was Pete. You hear the telltale sounds of clockwork gears. They must be their base of operations, right? So, if you remember that game, right, the dog, a regular dog, he will bulk out, go crazy, start biting you. There's also an old SCP where let's just look around this room. There's an old SCP where there's basically I don't know how to say this on without getting in too much trouble. Let's just say there's like a ghost of a young person swinging on a branch, right? And beside him there's a dog laying down, always watching him, right? Now, the closer you get to that ghost, the more aggressive the dog gets. Eventually, if you get close enough, the dog starts to get violent. It will start to chase you. It gets bigger, stronger, faster. Enough needed to hunt you down, right? So I thought maybe you combine those two and have our like Hulk-style character, right? So like maybe he has a canine unit and it has a mutation. So the more in danger he is, the more it wants to protect him, and the bigger and stronger and faster. I guess like maybe like a werewolf or Sasquatch where it like turns upright and it's more like a big werewolf, but it keeps getting stronger and more aggressive until it calms down. Right? That way it's not exactly like the Hulk, but it's kind of hulky and kind of werewolfy. Something like that. Because I always had an inspiration for him to have like a canine unit, but it was more like Kashan the Robot Hunter, where he just had a, I don't know if you remember that anime, where he just had a robot dog and it had like a fucking flamethrower in its mouth. It's like a big robot dog. And we could have a happy mix of the two. I don't know what I'll call it though. Something. We're definitely making progress on this one, guys. Oh, what did you get? I assume it was this guy. There's something up there tremendous too. Let's see. Okay. We almost have our next level. I'm thinking at like level 6 or so we'll get 2 soldiers finally. I think this is this max of like 5. It's like the 3 or 5 and then you get like you get another upgraded quick. Oh god, I don't know the military. You get another rank of soldier. Right. Definitely missed. Inspiration's full. You see, we are taking a pretty good amount of potion too. There's our inspirations here. Let's see if we have a healing one. Right click it. Plus 25 HP. Inspirations, guys, from what I understand, they're like potions, right? So, every so often they'll get full up. I think you can in here somewhere. I was looking at them earlier, so you have to excuse me. I know they're here somewhere though. Maybe they're literally just right here. But they're like potions, right? They do different things. You can right click them. Like 20 and 25 defense. We'll just pop that one. And every so often, inspiration will get full and you can use it. To my knowledge, that's how it goes. Let's not forget, guys, I could also send him to attack first. I'm more on defense right now, that way he could help me out while I try to help. But I should be sending him out a lot of the time. Oh god! Okay, that's fine. This is fine. So everything's okay. Except for the little toy robot that can't punch me. Very cool. We're not quite done yet, right? So we'll level up once we're out of here. See, this is the part I'm forgetting. Let's turn off this. I believe that we get our mana back very slowly if we have our movement mode on while we're fighting. So I'm really gonna have to try to... Oh, we have to like learn what their clues, right? So there might be like a glowing box in here, guys. If there is, we'll find it. There's still some more robots as I can see in the distance. Try to best left this way. Well, I'm gonna try to best left this. As soon as we got alright, let's go. What was that? A soldier salon. Looks like we're almost done. Almost. You miss, you really miss. Ah, here we go. Nice, we got it done. Cool. So I guess we didn't find the plans. Because usually you can't leave unless you find the plans, right? Well, unless you do the whole objective. The mission won't be complete. So let's check our mission here. Turn to contact. Ah, so we could just call them. Great work, Major Tryhard. These notes you found should help our scientists figure out exactly how the clockwork operates. With that kind of data, we may be able to defeat them once and for all. You're doing an excellent job, Major Tryhard. I think I can trust you with some more difficult assignments. You need to be well prepared. I think it's time you met another contact. You introduced the new one. Tony Cord. You are honestly with Tony if you want his help. Tony Cord is a good person to know. He knows what's happening in the city, especially where the clockwork are concerned. Often suggests solutions. Tony's company is in Atlas Park, so he usually hangs out there. Okay, so there we go. We could do the Tim Winshot one, or we could do the Tony Cord one. Right. And now this one, he's pretty much done, so he's in an active state. We can do that, right? But first, let's get our rewards, guys. Right? We did level up. To a new level of power. Bring it to the next level. So now we have equip your mercenary henchman with more advanced munitions and weaponry. This power permanently bestows new weapons and abilities, so all mercenary henchmen. The powers gained are unique and dependent upon the type of henchman. Mercenary henchmen will also become more resistant to damage. This power only works on your mercenary henchman. You can only equip your mercenary henchman with this power. So let's go ahead and drop that there. Now let's take a look at our powers, guys, real quick. So we have Equip Mercenary, which I think is always... Oh, no. So I have to have it on. Okay. Also, I should remember we have Triage Beacon, which drops a little beacon on the floor. Pretty sure that's what that does. Just take a quick look at it. Ah, it's over there. Okay. So basically, I can set up a little healing zone in case we're having some troubles. Welcome, welcome. Let's try calling out our henchmen again. We should have a few of them now. I don't know why we only have one. There we go. We have our second soldier. So now we have two of them. Now let's try the equipped mercenaries thing. Soldiers. Equip this guy. I think I'm tougher. Okay. So it seems like I'll have to do that before the fight, right? We got to get them all buffed up. So I'm wondering if I can have like another. I'm pretty sure I can, right? Because it's an MMO, so I can have like another layer of powers. And what I would do is, uh-oh, I don't want that. Uh-oh, I don't want that either. Oh, wait a minute, maybe I do. Maybe I want it like over here. So that way I can use these to like, like give the soldiers their things. And then I can use this one for powers. That kind of deal. But with that being said, and then I'm gonna have to close this menu here. I don't know why it's sliding like this. Trying to make it roughly the same. Same size. I mean, I guess it's kind of fine like this, right? It's not too bad. The lack of symmetry is bothering me. Why? Why, guys? Why? Why is it doing Tetris stuff? You think so? I don't know. I guess we'll find out eventually, right? You know what? Let's just do it like this. I don't care. But I need to get rid of this one. How do I get rid of this one, guys? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. We're having the problems. No. You know what this is? This is actually a major issue. Oh, this is to follow him. I don't want to follow him. So this is good news and bad news. The good news is we have 3 power bars, right? Editing macro. As far I know, macros are like shortcuts you can make. Well, I guess we'll wait a little while until we start doing things like that. I don't know if that's something I want to do right away. Oh wait. So how to get rid of these? Ah, guys, we're learning. Okay, this is cool. Now we can have this as number 2, right? There. Perfect. But as far as this goes, got it. Okay. Okay, guys. Guys, my brain is getting wrinkles right now. My brain is getting a little less smooth, right? Let's see if we remember that. Let's see if we remember that by tomorrow. Okay, guys, so what I want to do is I want to put all the soldier stuff here, and then we can have just like our regular ship right here. I think that makes a lot of sense. That might be a thing. That might be a thing. Because that's my macro for when I join groups and stuff like that. I had to put that line in there. That's an old quote, guys. I forgot where I heard it from, but I heard it from some. I promise you that. Okay, so Alright, let's do this. Let's put our soldiers here. What we can let's remove this from this. We'll leave this for like our actual powers. Alright, so soldiers, mercenary, and then we can have triage beacon down here. Right, web grenade over here. This rhythm and attack, so we can have that like literally have it over here. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I thought that was my little brother, but it wasn't. I don't know what number that was. We'll see if they leave us a message or anything like that. The reason I even checked was I saw it said New York, right? So maybe it was a number for me, but I usually don't pick up if I don't know the number, right? That's just how it goes these days. Not going to do it. What were we doing, guys? Oh, we were fixing our bar. Okay. So let's go ahead and keep doing that. So we have our soldier stuff here, right? We have them to attack, whip. Um, got them over here. We have all this other stuff here, right? So attack, follow, and heal. What's this one right here? Attack, whip. I have a feeling we won't need these like three as much because I could probably just keep running. PB AoE. What's this? Supremacy. Good Mesmer knows how to manage their henchmen. The Mesmer imparts a bonus to their henchmen's accuracy and damage. Only if they are nearby and not phased or otherwise can use only self-powers. Additionally, your henchmen within range and defense mode will share. What the hell is this? I guess we're going to do this here. Oh, it's inherent. Okay, so it's like a passive. Okay. Fair enough. Now, as far as that goes, we have that. Right. Also, we can close this window. So we have our web grenade, we have our burst. We can have our triage beacon here. Let's put it on, I think it's this right here. Let's put that here. We can remove these from the tray. These are the soldier grenades. Oh shit. Guys, I forgot I put that there. Let's see how annoying that actually gets, right? We have a couple things. No, I might forget because I always have to listen up for the door. Like I don't know if I mentioned this, guys, right? Like I do live with family. And my granddad does have Alzheimer's and dementia, so sometimes I have to listen for doors being opened or knocked on. Sometimes he just wanders and kind of forgets. He thinks he's like in Puerto Rico and stuff like that. So sometimes if I hear a door, like I'll be more inclined to like check if what I think is a door being knocked on or moved. But with that said, let's see. Follow. Let's remove this from the tray, and then triage beacon. Do you want the taser dart here? We have triage beacon right here. This is our athletic run and our jump pad. Okay. So we are learning, guys. Here's the thing. How are we gonna? How would this switch about if I'm hitting buttons, right? Or is it all just like I'm gonna have to click it? Okay. So if I turn, can I take this off? How long is the cooldown? It's a long cooldown. Okay. Okay, I'm okay with this. So we are learning some stuff, right, guys? This is cool. This is cool. We gonna talk. Were we gonna talk to Twin Shot? Right, we have two. We have two options: talk to Twin Shot or talk to this dude. I think we'll talk to Twin Shot first, guys, and we'll get this meet the gang thing out the way. But let's also. We're just looking at him. Sir, where are you? Sir? Sir? There we go. So let's just find him. Let's talk to him and then we can do the... I know, right? From what I understand, there's another server where you can fully edit them, but we're gonna stick on this one because this is the one that basically is now the official server and they could act... They're like gonna add their own content, even though I think the other one does as well. But from what I understand, the other server, I don't know the name, if I can find it for you if you want. Ah, here we go. So I want them to be defensive. This is what I want them to be. We can rename them. We can rename them, guys. With a little right click. I wonder if I could... No, I can't like select them all at once. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. That's something at least, right? I can appreciate that. Um, let's talk to Tony Card first, right, guys? And then let's grab some water. I'm very thirsty. And then we can continue on with the quest. Let's just do the twin shot one. That way we get it out the way because we did it. That was like the last thing we did when we did our first playthrough. And as you can see, guys, we are learning. I'm pretty happy with our little bit of knowledge so far. It's going to be a slow crawl, but we're going to get there. And I am having fun with this game, definitely, guys, right? You know what it had to be for me to learn mouse and keyboard? It had to be a game I've never played any like before, right? A game that I'm actually interested in playing that like kind of holds my interest. Like superhero things, I'll always look at them, right? And I could not have ever played it with a control before because then I'll always know that I can use a control, and then I'll just do it. Ask about available missions. We have two missions here, right? The clockwork scavenging. I think we'll stick with this in DC, right? We'll do both of these, but I want to learn, like, we'll make this a thing where I'm like learning, we'll play the story, we'll go pretty far. And I can still like get on DC and do our dailies and things like that because I do need to still, at the very least, get our artifacts up to 80. And if I don't play it, the artifacts are not going to get leveled up, right? This one I can always take a break from and it's always going to be here and I don't have to worry too much. But DC, the more time I don't play it, so maybe we can do that like on weekends or like on when we're just winding down, switch back and forth. But I think instead of champions, we'll do this one, and then eventually we can transition over into champions after we like have a nice character built up. I think that's the happy medium, right? Eventually we will play everything, guys. Also, if you're interested, we could do a Mass Effect playthrough. I've never played Mass Effect before, and if it's a good game, we can definitely try it out, guys. But you have to let me know if you guys are interested in that. As far as it goes, though, we'll do this, right? We'll do this for the weeknight streams for now. And then the weekend streams will probably be like DC or any other fun game, right? DC Bloodborne. Maybe we could do Skyrim a little bit. Start working on like a magic build. Um, we have two things here. Mass Effect is good. You never played a Mass Effect game? Which is the best Mass Effect? Because I was in the Game Pass earlier, and there was one with all three of them. I've never played any of them, so I might as well just start from the first one, right? All right, let's narrate this and then I'll read the comments after. This clockwork scavenging is becoming a real problem in Kings Row. Those little metal menaces are taking street lamp sewer gates. Wait, didn't we do this one already? I need to discourage the clockwork scavenging in Kings Row, or I need you to get over to Kings Row Security Chief. I think either way, we're gonna be doing both of them. So let's just go down the list, right? We'll do that one. And we have so many games on our plate, right? So well, how about this? Two was the best, really? That's interesting. Well, I've always heard that three was the worst, right? So I never, like I said, I never played them. I don't really know anything about it. I do know you get to kind of make your character. I don't think you get to name him, but you get to edit him, and you get to choose like kind of your powers a little bit, or like kind of like The Witcher, where you choose what path you want to go down. I think that makes more sense. Um, so maybe as far as stories go, right? I would like to focus on this. Um, we could do Mass Effect as the next big playthrough. Yeah, that is true, right? Like we would have to experience it. So what we'll do is this, right? We'll do City of Heroes, guys, right? I'll basically this like a weeknight series will be about me like trying to learn mouse and keyboard, learning how to play the game, things like that. Eventually, we'll get to a point